All right, guys, out here we just moved the chicken coop after we did some new additions. These skids that I had put on it initially were old skids off of, we had them on a mobile goat barn. Y'all seen the video where I explained it when we first brought it in here, but I only had them on the back from there back, and so when I'd move it, I'd have to pick up on the front here on each side right there and pick it up and move it, and you kind of had to shift it back and forth sometimes to shimmy it up through there before it would get sliding, and it started breaking. So 2 nights ago I had the idea, why don't I move those skids forward, make the skids all the way down, and since them already have eye bolts on them, I went ahead and added a rope and then put a piece of plastic tubing on the rope so it don't hurt your hands. And then so I got eye bolts here and over there. Them boards are cut at an angle so they'll slide across. But then I added a 2x4. I screwed it to the 2x6 right here. That's screwed to the 2x6. And then the board goes back and then it's screwed down right there. So the skid comes back. I can put my blocks on it to help hold it down in high winds. Same with over here. Screwed to the 2x4, come up. The 2x4 is laid on top of the 2x6 and they're screwed together. That's screwed to the 2x6. And then right here, that's screwed to the 2x6, and then there's the rope on this side. And then the goats were rubbing on it pretty bad. As you see, I added this welded wire fence on the front here because the goats rubbing on it. I added that, and chickens were still getting out after I added the electric around it. This is not electrified, but the goats respect it enough to think it is, because the divider right there is electrified. So that is, this is not, and they're not going to tell the difference. So they don't mess with it, just wrapping it with that, and I don't have to electrify it. If they do start pushing on that, I do have a solar charger up here in the barn that I could set up and hook to this to keep them off of it. But as of right now, we've had no issues. It's kind of caved in right here. That's before I put the electric around it. But then I added it in the back, the fence, the welded wire fence also. Back here, because we had some holes down there at the bottom originally from the goats trying to get in there to get the chicken food. But I just pulled it after I added those extra skids, moved a lot better, and it works a lot better. So there's my eggs that I collected today. Next thing we got to do is get some of these older ones that are laying eggs out of here, get them up there in the big coop, and then we've got some babies in the little coop there, and then we've got some real little babies about 2 weeks old in the house, and then the incubator should be hatching in 3 days. Either way, thank y'all for watching.